An emotional atmosphere gripped the Ad Hoc Committee as members reacted to the dramatic walkout by Paul O'Sullivan. Tensions escalated during deliberations, with lawmakers expressing concern over what they described as open defiance of the committee's authority. Julius Malema, leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, strongly criticized the incident, arguing that the conduct amounted to a direct undermining of Parliament's oversight role. He insisted that decisive and urgent action was necessary, warning against delays or overly cautious advice in addressing the matter.
Running away. We are running away from us. No, we can't. We can't. He is running away.
In the same way.
The chairperson is not
in the same way that you run away.
No, we don't run away. Spies are running away from us. This is unbecoming.
But here's the problem now.
A spy
Here's the problem. You're no longer in Parliament. You're standing outside Parliament. And you're lying through your teeth. You should just go and pay the debt that you owe to the bank.
We are going to open the case against you now.
Whether we must manhandle him or what?
He was going out.
No, he blocked him here. He had to physically block him, but without touching him, because he will be accused of manhandling
That's
him.
why I say he was going out.
Yes.
They happened to find themselves
at the passage.
on each other's way. But
Yes.
But Honorable Skosana, I can certainly say I saw him even when he rose up here that his intention was to go out.
You know, that frustration should have made everybody to be on their feet that, okay, when this happens, what do we do? When this happens, what do we do? We appear sheepish. We appear toothless. And we want to continue business as usual. Paul O'Sullivan should have received an application in the High Court without papers, where we go to the court and say, yes, a fugitive, he's got a potential to run. He left Parliament without the permission of Parliament, and he's got so many passports, and he's got a private jet. He sits here and brags about a fraudulent pilot license, and then when it suits him, the pilot license no longer works. He has been bragging that he's got a private jet here. Then everybody must shift now because the flight is leaving. He's going to be left by the flight. Who gets left by a flight if the flight is your private jet? It means even that private jet is a lie. And that private pilot license is a lie. So the legal, we must adjourn now. We must adjourn now as we prepare to ask questions to the general. As we adjourn, the legal and I don't know what they want from evidence leader, because evidence leader doesn't lead those types of things. There he's got no role. There it's Parliament, the Speaker. By now should have made a call to say, what is this that I'm seeing? Can you come to my office now and give me a clarity of what's happening there? Nothing. It's business as usual. And that's what has given this Paul O'Sullivan the courage to behave in a manner he did. If you know what white supremacy means and you are unable to read, you only react to action. You saw it in action today. You don't have to read anything. Whiteness, white supremacy, the arrogance of white privilege displayed itself here today. And typical of us with victimhood mentality and the trauma we suffered as black people, we all found ourselves wanting because a white man was acting. And the first instinct was to be scared of a white man. And we reacted when the white man was long gone, because that's how we were framed. That was a white supremacy in action. And it took us aback, including you, Chair. You were looking at it like, what's happening now? And you couldn't react.
I was watching him when he was walking towards you.
Yeah, I said to him, sit down, man. And then he said, no, I'm leaving. And I didn't know what to do. And then I realized later when he's left, this guy was supposed to be stopped. Because the first instinct is to say, it's a white man, I must not touch a white man. And then I realized later, no man, politically I'm wrong. I should have stood up to that man. But that's how we're framed, Chair. You ought to deal with that thing because it continues the trauma of black people. He undermined us openly. And we must act, and we must act with agents, not the way we're being advised.
Will you subject yourself to the police if you are arrested again, as the Speaker could open up a case against you?
They're welcome to do what they want.
Will you hand yourself over to the police? Do you believe that you should hand yourself over to the police?
For what?
For defying Parliament and walking out?
No, it's not a crime. I've taken Council's opinion. I went there voluntarily. I didn't go there under a summons. So what I'm not going to do is in 2 minutes or 3 minutes debate an issue which belongs in court. But the reality of the situation is I went there voluntarily at my own expense, and I sat there and I received...
Not at your own expense, Mr. O'Sullivan,
yes.
Because you claimed back from Parliament.
They haven't paid me.
But you claimed it, and they probably will pay.
Excuse me, let me explain something to you. While I was there, I could have been working. I flew back to this. I should have flown. Today was the day I should have arrived back. My original flights were to arrive back today. I flew back 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago so that I could attend Parliament.